Hello, happy Friday to all of our families and children at Victoria Road Primary School. It's my great pleasure again this week to read out those names of the children that have been nominated for our Building Learning Power and also our Superstars of the Week. I want to again congratulate you all on a successful week of remote learning, accessing Educare and our paper packs. We can see the engagement across the school is really increasing and people are building in confidence with how to access learning really effectively. It's been mental health and wellbeing this week, so hopefully you have all found some of the tips that have been sent out via our Facebook page really helpful. And the main message we wanted to send out this week is that actually it's really important that your mental health and wellbeing comes first in this lockdown. We are in absolutely unprecedented times, and it's important that we know that each person is an individual and that they can cope with this in different ways. So please take the time to think about your own mental health and well-being, to go for your walks, to take time out to think about how you are feeling, and if you are becoming overwhelmed, reach out and find support networks. In school, we have lots of people here to help you, and we also have teachers who are working from home who can remotely email you or phone. So please use this as part of your support network. We are here to support. So mental health and wellbeing has been really important. Hopefully you've had some really fun activities to complete at home as well, and your class teachers have sent out some information around that. Next week we've got Internet Safety Week. I know Mr. McCann has been working really hard this week to send out some information to the class teachers, and fingers crossed that will be shared with you via your virtual learning platforms or in your paper packs for you to complete some activities next week. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Okay, let's go to our Building Learning Power Children of the Week. So we are still focusing on Resourceful Man. So in Foundation, we have Tommy for beginning to make super links with your learning. Well done, Tommy. That's great to hear. At such an early age, you are making links with your learning. That's going to stand you in a really good place going forward. Well done, Hope, in year 1 for super attitude towards your learning. And that's really difficult. I don't know about anybody else, but this week's been my tired week. So actually try and keep motivation going has been quite difficult. So keep going, Hope. I'm really proud of you that you've continued to have a super attitude. And actually it's that resilience, isn't it? That sometimes when we're tired and we know we've still got to do some work, to keep going. So well done, Hope. That's brilliant to hear from that. And Ericus in year 2 for capitalising on his home learning pack. So really making the most of the resources that have been offered to you, coming in, collecting those and returning them so that your class teacher can respond to those appropriately with marking comments, and so you know where your learning is going. That's really important. So even if we are learning in a slightly different way, whether that's MS Teams, learning packs or in Educare, we still have that consistency, so you are able to make really good progress, and that's really important for us. So it's great to hear, Ericus, that you've been capitalising on your learning packs. Logan in year 3, you have an improved attitude in Educare. So that's really important, isn't it? It's really difficult at the moment that you are learning in a slightly different way. Next week our Educare bubbles are going to look different again, and we're expecting you as children to adapt to the situation. We've got some fantastic key workers out there that are sending their children in for Educare, so you are mixing with different dynamics of children. We are quite a small, close community school, but actually sometimes we are used to sitting in our own classes, and that hasn't been the case in Educare. So well done, Logan, for having been able to adapt to that and having a slightly different attitude this week to make sure that you're making the most of being in that situation. And well done, Lucas, in year 4 for making links between English and French months of the year. So I know, having taught Lucas last year, he was really, really good at French, but it sounds like you've taken it to a next level. So well done, Lucas. That's fantastic, and that's quite tricky. So I'll be looking forward to hearing some of that when you return. Well done in year 5, we've got Gabby for her resourcefulness in using a bottle of glue in her PE lesson. And Mr. Baxter has elaborated on that a little bit. She didn't have a ball at home, and that's fine because sometimes in the lessons that we are doing at home, we don't have all the resources. So she was really resourceful and thought about using a bottle of glue. And she only got a little bit on the carpet, so thank goodness we were able to clear that up. But well done for really thinking about how you can access your learning in a completely different way but still meeting the learning objective. So that's great skill. Well done, Gabby, and that one did make me laugh when I read it this week. Also, well done Ramona in year 6 for using IT to present her learning. So it's a skill that we're all learning, isn't it? Myself included, having to go on Teams meetings and Zoom meetings and present things in a different way. But actually our IT skills in the last 12 months have really increased. So, and I think Ramona, as you're a year 6, that's going to be something that you're going to be used to when you go to secondary school. So it's great that you're really refining that skill now. But I know even some of our younger children in our school are becoming really good and IT experts, and I'm sure that some of the parents at home are amazed at actually what some of the access that the children are using to be able to present their learning. So well done everybody. Okay, let's move on to our superstars of the week. This week we have been focusing on topic work, and Miss Target in our nursery said that she just had 2 superstars in her nursery that she wanted to recommend. So she has recognised Myla and Ruby Louise just for being superstars and coming in and accessing their learning and thinking about how they can use the resources in the nursery to support their learning. We've also got in foundation, we've got James. So you've been recognised for your topic learning for super seasons learning. So you have been learning about the different seasons and how they change and how you can identify the differences. So some great vocabulary work there, James. Well done. In year 1, we've got Ava Lee for super encouragement of a topic on Florence Nightingale. So that's the lady in the lamp, isn't it? Okay, that's brilliant. And also, she was a key figure in supporting soldiers and showing that actually that care and that kindness is key to helping people recover. And I think at the moment we talk a lot about our NHS and how actually that's such a skill for nurses, doctors and all people that work in our NHS, that it's not only the medical support that they can give us to heal ourselves, it is actually that emotional support. And I think Florence Nightingale was leading in her field those many years ago, so that's a great historical figure to be able to focus on. So well done. Darcy in year 2 for great investigation work for our Brunel topic. And I heard that I think Brunel used to put wedges in his shoes because he was so small, and that's also why he used to wear a tall hat. I think, Darcy, you need to ask Mr. McCann also, because when he was in year 1, he dressed up as Brunel, so you might want to ask him when you are ready to return to school. Maybe he might come in and do a guest appearance as Brunel for you. But great investigation work. Well done. Well done, Izzy, in year 3 for always working hard in topic lessons. And that's really great, isn't it? Is that even though we can sometimes show an interest in one particular area, that actually we try our best in every lesson and we show a real in-depth interest in a topic work to be able to develop all of our learning. Because the way that our curriculum works is that we try and interlink our maths and our English and our science with all of our topic work, so that can only help you flourish right across the curriculum. So well done, Izzy. In year 4, we've got Harry for super understanding of PSHE and an imaginary jealousy poster. So you've been thinking about those emotions this week and thinking about how that might be shown in our physical appearance, or how actually sometimes internally that can make us feel. And that can be quite a clever thing to think about. It's quite an emotionally in-depth thing to think about, and that's why Mental Health and Wellbeing Week is so important, that we start to think about actually we can sometimes present in one way, but actually our inner feelings can be really different, and that's quite a hard skill to think about. So well done, Harry. And in year 5, we've got Ruby for great William Morris light catcher. That sounds very beautiful, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing pictures of that. I will come up to year 5 maybe later on and see if I can have a look at your team's work. That sounds like you have been creative this week, so well done, Ruby. Also in year 6, we've got Caitlin for her detail of a diagram of a beach formation. So unfortunately we're not able to go to many beaches at the moment, but it's great that you're being really imaginative about how you can look at some of the geographical information and also labelling and looking at what happens when we are on a beach, because actually we just assume that the sand is there and the sea is there, but actually there is a geographical process that goes on there. So that's some really great thinking. So well done to all of our children that have been recognised for BLP and Superstar of the Week. Now, I found a poem that I just wanted to share with you, and it's called Find Your Inner Rainbow, because like I said at the beginning of this video, for me, I've found this quite a hard week. My resilience maybe hasn't been where it needs to be, and I've been a little bit tired and a little bit grumpy, and luckily I work with such a great team here that they've kept me going, but I know for some of you at home, we've been speaking to you and actually it's been quite a tricky week for you. So I wanted to say a massive thank you, but also I wanted to make you realise what a great job you're doing, and that even in the hardest times, we can find some light at the end of our rainbow. And I think with the sad news of Captain Tom passing this week, he was a great figure in our communities to show that actually, if we have a little bit of resilience, if we put our mind to something, I think he said tomorrow is a better day. And I think that for me has got me through this week. That actually, yes, we can feel grumpy. Yes, we can feel upset. Yes, we can get tired. But actually tomorrow can be a better day. We can chase that rainbow. And that's really important. So thinking about Sir Captain Tom. Also, on that note, don't forget to have a look at my challenge in the newsletter around Sir Captain Tom. So thinking about Sir Captain Tom and thinking about the fact that actually we are asking you to learn in lots of different ways. And sometimes we can have emotions attached to that. It's Mental Health and Wellbeing Week. And I wanted you to all to know you are doing a great job. So here's the poem. It's called Find Your Inner Rainbow. When times are tough and you feel you've had enough, it's important that we all stick together to ride out the stormy weather. You may be isolated inside your home. That doesn't mean you need to be alone. Send a picture, an email, or call a friend. With virtual love, there really is no end. Dig deep and find your inner rainbow. Then let the love and positivity flow. Spread those positive vibes far and wide, sending out happiness even though you're staying inside. So I'm saying to you, you're doing a great job. Keep going, send out those positive vibes, and together we will get through. I'll speak to you all next week, from our Victoria Road family to yours.